Unfortunately, there was a flash and a pair of hoof cuffs materialized around my four hooves.
Oh shit!
I barely got out before rolling head over hoof. I glared around at the source. It could only be...
Daisy. Marmalade. Excellent comp block. Top notch.
The pale earth pony mare and honey-colored uniform both smiled at my predicament.
No running in the halls, Blackjack,
Daisy said, stepping out of the side hall she'd been lurking in. When Stable Tech made the stable, clearly they hadn't had mares of her size in mind. Her ears nearly brushed against the ceiling as she looked down at me with her snide little grin.
Not even after pussy.
Marmalade gave an echoing little snicker.
Right, you got me.
I said as I held up the hoof cuffs.
So?
Aw, don't know the spell yourself? I thought all the security unicorns did. Marmalade does.
Daisy taunted as she stepped over me, making her way towards the atrium stairs. The vapid unicorn gave a slight grin and nodded, and then both of them had a good laugh as they trotted away. I rose, glaring at their backs before hobbling after the pair. All security unicorns were supposed to know a selection of spells for policing the stable. Me, I had telekinesis. And telekinesis. And oh! Did I mention telekinesis? I couldn't cuff or stun or do interrogation spells to save my life. All the practice I'd put in merely gave me a migraine. I'd have been better off being in maintenance. Wait, that would mean I'd be responsible for the stable. Strike that. Better I was in food prep. Nice, low responsibility food prep. That was the life for me. But I was security because Mom was security because her mom had been security. All the way back to the legendary card trick, the one who'd carved security, we saved ponies above the entrance to the security level. Hooray for completely irrational expectations. I knew I'd never save 99, I couldn't even get out of these hoof cuffs. Whoa, pity party! Table for one. Or not. I didn't have any time for the poor me routine, never played well. Nope! I just had to get out of these cuffs, and I had an idea how. The huge atrium was the heart and soul of pony life in 99. Almost half the stable could fit in the room for large events, more if every pony was really friendly. Huge support pillars had been sculpted in a parody of tree trunks, and the support beams had been fashioned to resemble branches. That was about the extent of trying to make 99 look like something outside. Besides, the effect was ruined by the huge banners of the Overmare smiling down at us all, and her stupid patriotic slogans of Help the Overmare, Help 99, and Stable-ity overall. I mean really, Stable-ity? The music piped in was half parade march and half hymn. Any wonder I tried to stay out of this place? There was also the fact that most ponies refused to look at me. They'd drop their conversations, look aside, or leave. It didn't matter that I tried to be nice. The fact was that all I had to do was drop a name and they'd be hauled in for interrogations. I'd witnessed enough to know that I didn't want to drop a name. Besides, I'd already tried it once, never worked for the ponies who deserved it. I passed the cafeteria where ponies loaded bowls with green recycled algae slime, scooped recycled fungi cubes onto trays, collected synthetic recycled carrot sticks and apple flakes into bowls, or heaped up stacks of green recycled grass chips, brown recycled hay chips, and white recycled cake chips upon their plates. All the food in 99 was recycled into more food. All the waste in 99 was recycled. We were recycled, and yes, even having lived here my entire life, I still found it easier to pretend that the machines just magically made the food poop into being. Still, despite being made out of recycled poo water, the chips were pretty tasty. You just had to not think about it. Midnight was talking with Rivettson's textbook, and the black unicorn's eyes widened at the sight of me hobbling to her table.
Mind if I join you? No? Great!
I said as I set my hooves on the table before she could shoot me down.
Hey, Riv. Hey, Teach.
The Earth Pony schoolmistress sniffed disdainfully at my intrusion.
We were having a private conversation.
Textbook said sullenly as she glared at me. Rivetts, an older gray Earth Pony, showed far more amusement at my predicament.
Great. Do I have a story to tell? Here I was, just minding my own business, la 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 la, hurrying to catch up a particularly lovely mare and raper, when these hoof cuffs appeared on me like magic. Can you believe it?
I asked with a grin as I tapped them on the table.
So there I was, pondering bemoaning my faith, remembered A certain vision of Angelica Quinney, whose magic far outshines my own, and whose kindness and generosity would surely compel to free me from my predicament. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I said, grinning ear to ear as I fluttered my eyes at midnight.
Blackjack, I'm a pip-buck technician.
She began.
Which means you're intelligent, skilled, and perhaps far more confident than a low-security boy like myself.
I said as she hesitated. I almost had her convinced.
I'll kiss your ass. Literally. I'll pay you in oral sex.
I blurted. Textbook turned the shade of a spoiled apple and rivets covered half her face as she chuckled.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Midnight said to Rivets as she trotted to another table.
I'll be telling your mother about this.
Textbook added to me before going to join Midnight. I groaned and pressed my face into my bound hooves.